We welcome you inside of Meadowcreek High School in Norcross, Georgia. It is the Region 7 7A Championship. Two familiar foes, two neighborhood rivals, the Norcross Blue Devils and the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Joel Hillsman alongside Coach Lewis Preston and Coach Dal LeBerry. I'm going to move on out the way. Gentlemen, it's packed place up in here. We shoulder to shoulder. Everybody going to make some new friends tonight. Coach LeBerry, I'll hand it over to you first. Norcross Meadowcreek, what are you expecting?
I mean, I'm expecting an old-fashioned rivalry game where both fan bases hate each other, both teams hate each other. Everyone knows that this game could be very meaningful as we move forward in the state tournament. So I'm just expecting two teams to come out and compete and give everything they got.
Shift it over to my right as I have my feet on the hardwood court side. Coach Preston, what are you expecting?
This is round 3, very plain and simple. You got two heavyweights. That's the reason why the gym is packed from the floor to the rafters. I think the most important thing is who are going to be some of the guys that we don't talk about that's going to have an impact on this game, okay? And it's going to be very interesting to me to see who takes and imposes their will early, who's able to take the first punch and bounce back. But as we all know, this is going to be a great game. Excited to be here, excited to be calling this with both of you.
It is a pleasure to be here with you guys as well. So, as we sit and we wait, how big is this game? Last year, Cal Sturdivant hit a 3 off of the window at Central Gwinnett and knocked us off the air. The fireworks hadn't even started and they've knocked the scoreboard out here at the Meadowcreek Gymnasium, which gives us all day in the world to talk about the contest. Meadowcreek is the number 2 seed. They're wearing blue at home in their own gym for the first time in a very, 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 very long time. Of course, my good friend down at Turner Sports and NBA TV, Bo Estes, he probably is the only one to correct me. I don't think Meadowcreek has ever worn blue in their own gym, ever. Norcross is the number 1 seed, and you saw how they became the number 1 seed right here on SUV TV exactly 1 week ago. Kyle Sturdivant with a 15-footer to win by 9 as they got the point differential. There are more news and nuggets coming up. They've got the scoreboard fixed. The Region 7 7A Championship game coming up next. We'll step out for this timeout right here. The SUVTV.com.
What is it about some places? The places where we feel a sense of fellowship, where service is of the highest priority, whether to each other or to ourselves. A journey familiar like a warm bath for the soul. Along the way we may get lost, but we always seem to find a friendly hand reaching out, guiding us the way back there, where we owe it to our younger selves. Just to feel like we're getting a little bit better at us. This place will always be there for you. This place is sacred. Because this place is home.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
You take a look at the student section of Norcross Blue Devils across the way. We're in the city of Norcross. They call it the city of champions. So, gentlemen, let's go ahead. I'm just going to start dissecting and breaking down numbers as they get ready for the starting lineup. Just give you food for thought. In 2 games this year, the cumulative score is Norcross 121, Meadowcreek 120. This is the 7th time they've met in the last 2 years. Norcross, well, they've won 7 of them. Excuse me. This is the 7th meeting in the last 2 years. Norcross has won 5 of them. Meadowcreek has won 2 of them.
They won the big one, though, the one that counted.
There you go.
Yep.
What do you get if you're around the country? Well, the region champ is Norcross. The defending state champ is Meadowcreek. And they're playing for a region championship right here on SUV TV. Starting lineups, first for the visiting, but at home, Meadowcreek Mustangs. Number 4, Damian Dunn, a 6'4 senior. Number 5, Kendrick Green, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 20, Wilfred Campbell, a 5'10 junior. Number 12, Jamani Watkins-Causey, a 6'6 junior. And number 24, Jamir Chaplin, a 6'4 senior. Dunn, Green, Campbell, Watkins-Causey, and Chaplin. For the Norcross Blue Devils, number 0, Issa Muhammad, a 6'9 senior. Number 2, Caleb Murphy, a 6'3 junior. Number 3, Kyle Sturdivant, a 6'2 senior. Number 11, Brandon B.J. Boston, a 6'7 junior. And number 25, Kevon Estridge, a 6'2 senior. Muhammad, Murphy, Sturdivant, Boston, Estridge. That's their starting lineup. Our starting lineup, LeBarry, Hillsman, and Preston.
We got the best starting lineup in the building.
You ready? You cannot hear yourself think. We are courtside, foot on the hardwood. Meadowcreek, all in Columbia blue. Blue tops, blue bottoms, white numbers, little gray trim. Norcross, all in white. White tops, white bottom, navy numbers, navy trim. 8 minutes on the clock. And I don't think anybody else can sit on the bleachers. The catwalk will be filled up. 8 minutes are on the clock, and we are going to tip this thing off at 10 minutes after 8 in the East.
Atmosphere is electric in here tonight.
Jesse McMillan in his 10th year for Norcross. Curtis Gillian in his 3rd year for Meadowcreek. Round number 3 this year, and all of a sudden the uniformed police are going to work. Estridge will not be starting. They're going to have to go get someone else. Estridge has just been told to leave the floor.
I think he just has to take his black undershirt off.
Well, let him take it off. Are they going to let him take it off, or is somebody going to have to come and get off the bench?
I think he didn't want to have to take it off in front of everyone, so I think he just ran around the corner.
Goodness.
Young fella not feeling good about his weight room work this up.
Well, you know what? I applaud the crew. Now, I'm going to get this out the way right now. This is a pretty good crew, and the lead official is always pretty good.
Those are big words coming from you.
Yeah, wow. They didn't come out my mouth.
Wow.
They allowed Estridge to go and change. They must have got the email that everyone else got around the country. Muhammad and Watkins-Causey, we are underway. And another whistle. No, I told you we got a good crew. That's the lead. He is the lead. We'll do it again. He wanted to make sure we tipped off at 8:11. Green gets it for Meadowcreek. They're moving left to right as you view it wherever you are. Phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, or on your TV. Chaplin has it between the rings. He bounces it to the left to Damian Dunn. The Temple commit looks at the left wing and gives it off, and a turnover on the first possession for the Meadowcreek Mustangs.
Kind of looked like they didn't thought Chaplin should have gone off to that back screen right there to pop up, but when he didn't do that, kind of threw him out of rhythm a little bit. Good defense by Norcross.
Kyle Sturdivant and the 19-7 Norcross Blue Devils on offense for the very first time. The Boston cutting below the foul line. Green got in and got the steal. Here comes Wilfred Campbell. Campbell has stepped up and had big minutes majorly here as we come into February. Spins it over to the top now to Damian Dunn. Half minute gone by. Dunn now at the point being picked up by Estridge. Horn set now for the Mustangs. Spins it back to the top. Here's Chaplin. Put it on the floor. Worked on by Boston. Spins below the foul line. He goes up off the glass and scores. And here's Chaplin.
Fitting that Meadowcreek starts off with a steal. Doesn't even allow Norcross to get a shot on their first possession, then comes down and attacks the basket.
They like to do it on defense. A turnover now for Norcross.
You know, one of the things as you start to look at this right now, Chaplin came out the very first, same way he did the very first time that they played. Very aggressive, playing downhill, looking to get to the basket.
Playing like a senior. That's what seniors got to do. This is his last, might be his last time ever, well, it will be his last time ever playing them in this building.
Chaplin, and the shot was blocked by Boston. Recovered by Chaplin in the corner. Campbell, a three, good! Oh, how important are those points for Wilford Campbell, the triple.
And it doesn't matter if they're the light blue team or not. This is their home gymnasium, and they're going to be ready to play.
But this is Norcross home city. I'm going to play with that pun all day.
I'm not sure if Meadowcreek feels that way.
Sturdivant jumper. It rolled off. Rebound ripped out of the air by Damian Dunn. He gives it over to Kendrick Green. Green, the seasoned sophomore, running the point. No Jalen Benjamin. I will get on my soapbox later. He has been suspended for this game. I'll get into the why later. And Green is fouled on the shot. He'll go to the free throw line, the seasoned sophomore.
Did you see how Green sold that? Right? Little inside out, right? Took and made the big man have to figure out whether he's going to step up or stay back. Then he was able to force the official to make that call. Great job.
Green at the line, good. Kendrick Green, his first field goal.
And Green is going to have to score more points than he normally does with Benjamin sitting out. So he's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and get a little bit out of his comfort zone tonight.
5.5 points per game in the 2 previous contests is his average. He splits his free throws. 6-0 right now, Meadowcreek. Sturdivant in the air to Eskridge. Eskridge to the top to Boston. Boston puts it on the floor. Long strides. He walked with the basketball. No, they call a foul. He wants the and one. Will he get the count in the basket? He wants it. He wants it. The refs are trying to decide if he will get it. No, Coach Gillian is acting out the traveling, which I thought I saw as well.
Yeah.
Baseline out of bounds.
Boston is obviously one of the best players in the country, but Jamir Chaplin is a big-time athlete and a competitor. This would be a challenge for Boston to get his normal averages that he normally gets tonight.
Murphy to Muhammad. Muhammad, 15-footer all. Shooting fish in the barrel. Issa Muhammad.
And that's what everybody wants to see out of Muhammad. He has so much skill and so much potential, but he hasn't been able to put it all together every single game so far.
And you know what, Coach? We got to see it in the big games where it really counts.
No question about it.
8 points per game. He's averaging in the previous 2. Foul call. Was this on Muhammad? Let's see. No, it will be on Eskridge. Devon Eskridge, the 6'2 junior, who can shoot from wherever. Baseline out of bounds. Green inbounds. There's Dunn. Dunn catch 3 on the way. Front iron, no. Tip hit the floor, and Boston comes away with it. Boston's going downhill. Boston's going to go to the right of the lane. Floated up, no. Rebound comes off to Watson Causey. Causey picked up the dribble and gives it to Damian Dunn. 6-2. Meadowcreek with the lead. The largest so far of the game is 6. They got out to a 6-0 start. Write that down in your notepad. Here's Chaplin, picked up by Boston. Jab stepping on the baseline. Left hand, turns, took contact. No, goes back up. Oh, big boy basketball.
He's what we call a dog. Just aggressive, tough, hard-nosed, won't be denied.
Coach, if you want me to be honest, that's a steal for USF.
No question about it.
Definite steal for South Florida.
Question.
Muhammad coming back and scoring off the window. Issa Muhammad.
2 big-time moves for Muhammad. Nice mid-range jump shot. Now he puts it on the floor. Goes with a float off the glass.
Let me correct myself. The 6'9 senior in Muhammad. I said junior when I gave out the starting lineup. Dunn back to the basket. Turns. It's bothered. Watkin Causey can't get it. Sturdivant saves it. Stepped out of bounds. No, a push call on Watkin Causey. Now Watkin Causey cannot get in foul trouble.
Exactly.
I agree with what you said earlier. You can tell the officials are good. This is a good crew. They're going to let the players win the game tonight because there's been a couple touch fouls they could have called, and they're just allowing them to play through it.
And it's going to be very interesting how far both these coaches are going to have to go into their benches tonight.
Because neither one of them wants to go too far. Not in a game of this magnitude.
Boston between the rings around the screen. Spells back to the right. Boston's going to go baseline. They try to cut it off. They do. Muhammad back to Sturdivant. Sturdivant picked up good close out defensively by Campbell. Campbell didn't go on top of the screen. Sturdivant makes him pay. 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Damian Dunn. Halfway gone in this first quarter. Under 4 minutes. Green comes up, says something to Dunn. Murphy will pick up Green as he crosses the timeline. The engineer of the offense with the right-hand dribble. It is belt high. Comes back on this beautiful hardwood floor at Meadowcreek High School. Chaplin bounces it over to Campbell. He's picked up defensively by Sturdivant. Swings it to the corner. Dunn got it. Baseline back out now to Chaplin. Corner 3. No. Rebound offensively by Watkins Causey. He's going to go. Spin it back to Dunn. Dunn back out to Campbell. They're being patient and will set it up again. Shoot Oprah. 17-footer. Badly missed. Rebound comes off to Muhammad. Here comes Boston quickly into the forecourt. Boston behind the back. Stop. Pop. Jumper. It's a 2.
What a clash of styles. Meadowcreek they get a defensive rebound. They walk the ball to the court, almost get a 10-second violation. Norcross gets a defensive rebound. They shoot it in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock.
Absolutely, and could have called a foul right there because he kind of hit him on his leg right there.
He told him as he ran back by the official, too.
Exactly.
Sure did, but like you said, they're letting them play.
Exactly.
And they know you're a big-time basketball player. B.J. Boston fouled out in the championship game last year. I've never seen him foul out. That's how ticky-tack it was called. He fouled out in the third quarter.
It won't be like that tonight.
Oh, no, but it's still early February. Check back in late February. Here's Dunn. He leans in. He shoots it over. Campbell a three. Hill of the rim. Rebound ripped off by Caleb Murphy. Murphy is beginning to shine bright like a light. Here he comes with the left hand dribble all the way down the lane. He goes up. No. Rebound up by Boston. Knocked out of bounds and stays with Norcross.
I love the way
24.
the officials are calling this game.
Exactly.
I love it.
Well, I set the disclaimer earlier. A lot of people say I get on the refs. Guys, I see too much ball.
A lot of people
these
say
refs.
you get on the refs.
I do. That's because I see them all the time.
But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to this, right? Two best teams, arguably, in Norcross, right?
Uh-oh.
You got
Atlanta Christian just heard you.
Yeah, but
Inbound,
once again,
Murphy. Up, no. Sturdivant recovers. Go ahead, coach.
let big boys play big boy ball.
There's a big boy inside. Oh, Issa Muhammad is feasting so far in this first quarter.
It
He
might be-
has 6 points.
Might be the best 6 points I've seen him score all season.
If there's any college scouts in the gym right now, they're scratching their head trying to figure out why they haven't offered this kid and why they haven't got him committed yet.
Campbell holds it in the pasture on the court. The hardwood, there's Dunn. Dunn jumper on the way. Good. Damian Dunn his first field goal.
He's going to have to score tonight because Chaplin can't do it by himself. Dunn has to give him something.
His shot when it's on is so smooth.
Jabari Bailey is checked into the contest. He came over from Greater Atlanta Christian, which is also in Norcross. And they were the 3A champs last year. I mean, just champs all over the floor. Muhammad to Boston. He will pull it from there around the screen. Lost it on the way up. Campbell gets the steal. Long lead pass. Damian Dunn on the break. Damian Dunn dunks it home.
And that's one of the few transition baskets or opportunities they'll take. They'll take it off of a steal, and they got a guy that they can pitch ahead to for a layup or a dunk.
That's their first opportunity, and they cashed it in.
And they took advantage of it.
3 ball. Eskridge, bottom of the net. He is a sniper. An absolute flamethrower. His first 3. Left corner, 12-11.
He's a very important piece to their team because he spaces the court, and then he also gives them those bonus points that you don't necessarily expect.
Under a minute, first quarter.
What I think he does is he also helps Sturdivant when Sturdivant's got to bring the ball up and do some other things defensively as well.
Bailey now to Chaplin. Chaplin worked on defensively by Boston. Off the screen. Dunn put it on the floor. Jumper from 19 is no good. Rebound, Muhammad. Muhammad has it with 41 seconds. Here comes Murphy. Murphy, tricky dribbles. Boston was open, didn't have a head up. Boston will pull it. A long 3. No. Rebound comes off to Bailey. You must guard Boston across the timeline.
Boston thinks he has in the gym range.
He
As
does.
soon as
He
gets in there,
does.
he can
I mean,
shoot.
when he get off the bus,
That's how he
his
feels. You can
range.
tell by that shot he just took right there.
Now, you can say how it feel. I mean, he changed a couple next. Just go ask Roselle Catholic. 12-11. Emmanuel Collier into the contest. He's holding the peel with 10 seconds to go. Closing seconds of this first quarter. Dunn looks up at the center scoreboard. Eskridge is on him with 5, with 4, with 3. Makes his move with 2. There's a 3 on the way. No. Rebound at the floor. End of the first quarter, young man. It is the Meadowcreek Mustangs trailing the Norcross Blue Devils. Norcross 12, Meadowcreek 11. The Region 7 7A championship game on SUV TV.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
Not at all.
Meadowcreek 12, Norcross 11. It tripped me up. Meadowcreek is at home, but they are the guest team. as they are the number 2 seed. Mr. Official is looking at the Meadowcreek cheerleaders. They aren't moving until they're done. Just admire them while they're there.
They worked on that cheer all week.
Exactly.
As we zoom in here, you see us courtside. There you go. Take a look right there.
Hey,
Lewis Preston, Joe Hillsman, Darryl LeBerry.
Hey, cheer coach wanted to get her shine too now.
Hey, they get it. Jaden Harris off the bench and into the contest, number 5 for Norcross. Eskridge has it, and Dunn tipped the pass. Ramsey is into the game and comes away with it. With the steal is Emmanuel Collier.
Excellent first quarter. In my opinion, it was Meadowcreek's pace, though, and their flow of the game. If Norcross doesn't speed this game up, it'll be tough down the stretch for them to get a win.
Holding it is Dunn inside the Chaplin. Led good. Oh, nice high-low.
Great screen by Green.
Nothing better than that back screen off of that cut right there. You can hit him on that back screen for the layup, or you could have had Green popping out there for the shot.
Great read, great pass, great delivery.
Absolutely.
Here's Boston driving. Boston stops fading. Jumper, side iron, no. Dunn rebounds, fell down on a foul call, loose ball on Norcross.
And you're going to be forced to make step-back jump shots all night. It's going to be hard to get all the way to the rim.
Right.
We talk about it a lot, Coach Darryl LeBerry. Lewis and I did Meadowcreek in the postseason last year. Their defense on a string. Coach, they're missing the 2 bigs that they had last year. We've talked about it at length, how they've had to play better wing defense. But overall, their principles and their defensive effort have remained the same.
Exactly, and that's been part of their culture. You know what? That's what Coach G's been known for.
Steal. Pass tip. Eskridge had to recover it. Back to Harris. Harris going to drive, put it up and score. Jaden Harris off the bench and into the scoreboard.
Another great play by Eskridge on the steal. Took a little bit of a different angle on the Iverson cut. Cheated around the outside, got a tip. Then made a smart play down here, and Harris finished with the lay.
14-13. Norcross has never led. Sturdivant picks up Campbell. He gives it to Dunn. Man, how big has Wilford Campbell been so far? He hit a 3. Chaplin around the screen, hesitates, drives. He was fouled. It was late, but he was fouled. Jaden Harris will pick up the foul.
Right.
It'll be a shooting foul coming up.
And one of the things, if you watch Chaplin right now, you know, he has had a tendency to settle for the 15-17, except when he plays Norcross. He gets down into that paint or gets as close to that basket and forces the officials to make calls.
I think he also knows that he has a little bit added pressure tonight with Benjamin out the lineup.
Right.
And he's going to have to score a little bit more because this is as aggressive as I've seen him, especially, like you said, putting the ball on the floor, trying to get all the way to the rim.
Coach, we saw him in the very first game back in December. Yes, very aggressive. Missed the first free throw, missed the second free throw. Offensive rebound. He put it on the floor, and that's why it got blocked. Here comes the steal out now to Sturdivant. Killer Kyle coming across the timeline, goes behind the back now to Harris. Harris walked with the basketball.
Tough situation for Harris. He's never been in a game of this magnitude with this kind of crowd, but this will be something that he can build from and learn from. He just made a good play in transition.
Coach LeBerry, Kendrick Green is a sophomore. You talk about them walking it up the floor, but a sophomore showing that much poise to run the stuff.
He has a high IQ. I mean, we talked about it all year. He's one of the smartest players in the state.
Turnover for a turnover. Too many steps for Jamir Chaplin. 2 minutes gone by. Caleb Murphy in, Kevon Eskridge out.
As soon as he caught that ball, I would have ripped it and gone baseline and see if I could have got that European pass to the corner right there or gotten all the way to the hoop and scored.
Refs haven't called a charge all game, so be the aggressor and take the ball to the rim and find out what happens. Be athletic when you get there.
A little foreshadowing for our second half conversation from Darryl LeBerry. Lewis Preston, do not open your mouth. Here's Sturdivant. Sturdivant now to Murphy. Caleb Murphy steps into a 3. It is off. Rebound to Wilford Campbell. Man, where did they find him? 14-13, 5.5. Here's Green. Green now going to turn it on, go down the lane. The Watkins calls it to a cutting Jamir Chaplin.
Great interior pass, and that all started by Green's aggressiveness to the basket, though.
But once again, Coach LeBerry, we always talked about in basketball, once the ball gets into the paint, we're in full help and recover.
No question about it.
A little sharing and caring. 16-13, Sturdivant to the foul line, lost his footing, and Jamir Chaplin got the steal. Is it going to be a fast break? Don't! Jamir Chaplin brought the game today. Second fast break opportunity, they scored each time.
And that's why you have seniors on your roster. Seniors are what win championships.
Exactly.
Carrying violation. Or if you want me to be technical, call me.
Then he causes that play
And
with a great defensive effort.
And Chaplin is juiced up right now.
He is.
He's ready to go. Sucking a little wind, but guess what? He's ready. 18-13, Chaplin inbounds it to Green. Chaplin and Green and Dunn have not came out. Watkin Causey has not came out. Note that. You guys talked about dipped in the bench, so
neither team's core is going to come out tonight unless they're in foul trouble.
And that's the reason why you see them playing this slow tempo, try to keep it in the 40s.
Open, Green, a three on the way. No, rebound comes off and ripped down by Asa Muhammad. Muhammad gets it up ahead here. Sturdivant pushing it. Sturdivant down the right of the lane.
Charge.
There's your charge. Offensive foul. Who took it? The
Green.
seasoned sophomore.
Big time play. I'm just happy to see him take this three-point shot down here. We've seen him take charges all year. He's going to have to be more assertive on the offensive end. It's actually a great play.
I think as he comes along, his jumper is going to be there. I think you guys are both coaches. With everything he brings, you'll work on the J.
Have to. Well,
Absolutely.
It's really just confidence and repetition. He just has to take him in the game and get comfortable taking him. They should get a 10-second call tonight.
I think he knows his role, though. I think he knows his role.
They come across that line at 9.5 twice.
Every single time. I mean, it's close, man. If I'm the coach, I'm nervous over there.
Chaplin catches it in the corner, goes right by Boston to the hoop. Muhammad had some help and put it on the window. Now here comes Jaden Harris. 3:53 over to Eskridge. Sniper, pulling, firing, in and out. Rebound shared by Watkin Causey. We'll give it to Chaplin.
It's been two of those shots. One by Boston and now one by Eskridge. They've gone in and come out. Once again, they're going to keep shooting them now.
I just counted with the ref right there. That was 9.5, just like you said. They are scaring me to death.
As you can see, Coach LeBerry, a nice tempo.
Man.
Jumper. Done. Back on your nose. Everybody does.
I like to win too, though. So if this is their style and this is how they win,
Absolutely.
But you know they're playing with tempo, but they're not stalling the ball. There's a drive up. No, rebound comes off to Jamir Chaplin. Chaplin has it with his head up. This is a secondary break now. So he turns it on and lost it.
Be a dunk too.
Off his foot. Up ahead, but Dunn now gets it. Dunn chased it down. No whistle. Play. I know you can't hear it here. Here's Dunn. Dunn in the corner. Three. Chaplin.
Sure.
No. Rebound. Boston. Dunn actually thought he heard a whistle. It's that loud. If LeBerry and Preston weren't beside me, I wouldn't hear them. Just telling you the truth. 2:40, less than that. There's a drive. Stop Murphy. Foul. Kickball.
I mean, this crowd is on the edge of their seats for every single play. I mean, this is what you play for if you're a high school basketball player. As good as you can find in the state.
Exactly.
Timeout call with 2:35 to go. This timeout, it is a 30, brought to you by the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. At Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, the sports medicine team doesn't just treat the pain from sports injuries. They work with young athletes to fix the problem and teach them proper sports mechanics. When you choose Children's, you're in the hands of specialists who understand how to help young athletes get back in the game. Visit choa.org/sportsmed to learn more. Joel Hillsman, Darryl LeBerry, Lewis Preston, glad that you're with us. We are inside an absolute jam-packed Meadowcreek gymnasium. They rock the music. It is Norcross, it is Meadowcreek, it is the state of Georgia in Gwinnett County, the city of Norcross, for the Region 7 7A championship.
It's been everything that we thought it would be up to this point. You know, you got Norcross looking to try to force the tempo. You're looking at Meadowcreek wanting to make it more of a half-court game, right? You're having your stars step up and be stars. So, I mean, nobody is going to walk out of here disappointed before this one's over tonight.
The loser will.
That's a great point. I don't even have a comeback for that one right now.
Boston picked up by Chaplin. John Monty Watkin Causey got the steal. Green recovers it. Another thing I'm going to point out, guys, Chaplin on Boston, Boston on Chaplin.
Yes.
Big boy basketball. Green across the timeline, picked up by Jaden Harris, who's getting good run here in this second quarter. Chaplin around. McMillan must have seen something. There's a drive. Bounced it off. That was a kick right there out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Meadowcreek Mustangs. 18-13. No, that is not a typo.
And that's the next step in the phase of maturation of Chaplin's game. Being able to come off the ball screen and make those perimeter plays.
Right. Because there's an instance right there where he tried to bounce it. He may have needed to throw that thing over the top and let him go get it at the rim.
I like the fact that he's trying it, though.
Yes.
Because that's the only way you can improve on is doing it in game scenarios.
Low-scoring game under 2 minutes. There's a jumper by Dunn. Hill of the rim, no. Rebound comes off. And now Harris has it. Here's Jaden Harris. Took contact and now foul by Green. But, guys, does it feel like a low-scoring game?
It doesn't really. But one of the things is once again, it's such a contrast in styles and what they're looking to do. It's almost like it's a prize fight, right? All right, I'm gonna jab, get away, jab, right? So it's just a matter of, can Norcross force this tempo and try to make it more up-tempo versus a team that's very methodical, that being Meadowcreek.
You got a defensive boxer versus an aggressive boxer here.
Yep.
Jumper up. Got the roll, living right. Caleb Murphy, his first field goal. 18-15, 90 seconds, second quarter.
Coach LeBerry looked like he almost shot down at the basket when
he has as much talent and as athletic ability as anyone on the court.
Right.
I mean, he came off of that with some pop in his legs, like you just said, and he's a guy that they're going to need to make some plays.
Watkin calls it, drive, and it roll right on down the toilet and score.
Can't give those up if you're Norcross.
No, not at all.
Last week, Boston had 18 in the first half. He has 2 right now as we come up on 1 minute. Harris drives, lost it, another turnover. Meadowcreek forcing Norcross turnovers. Under a minute, Chaplin gives it to Green. Green gives out the offensive signal. Looks over at Coach Gillian, who gives it over now to Chaplin. Chaplin drives and stops and peels it back out. 45 seconds.
I love the versatility that Meadowcreek is showing with multiple guys initiating the offense and running the point tonight.
Dunn drives up to the hoop and scores right in the middle at the lip of the rim.
Talk about steals at South Florida. That's a steal at Temple. He's a big-time player.
Absolutely.
Temple getting him. Yeah.
If he can get his motor going, like he has a nonchalant kind of style, if he can get his motor going and play with some consistent energy,
right,
he's got a chance.
But you know what's crazy about that, Coach LeBerry? When you look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, he'll
puts
have
up numbers.
The most quiet 18 and 8 you can see.
I agree, and he's learned how to defend and play with some toughness playing in this program.
Final 10 seconds. Boston, the defense is there with 6. With 5, Boston to Muhammad. Muhammad, 3, block! Get that shot out of here! Get that shot out of here! Foul call! Jamir Chaplin went up and beat that wood up out of Muhammad's shot. Foul call. Now Boston will go to the free throw line with a 10th of a second.
Coach LeBerry.
Cardinal sin.
That's a bad foul.
Can't foul a three-point shooter.
That's a bad. You see the look on our faces.
Scramble look on the shot. Just put both hands up, make him make
That's all you had to do. When he came over, that's easy.
But you know what? I'm not defending Dunn. You don't. That's emotion, and then that's knowing that Boston can hit all 3 of them. And it's a good foul. Free throw, no good.
2 more shots, though.
Exactly.
But still, he shot a 3.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd find myself playing devil's advocate. Look at that. Look at that.
Hopefully that foul doesn't come back to bite him down the stretch.
The ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Sometimes it does, though.
The foul count is 5-4. Notice I hadn't had to say anything about that. I told you before the game this was a good crew.
That's true. And they have lived up to the billing.
1 of 3 from the line. And that's how we will end the first half. The Meadowcreek Mustangs, 22. The Norcross Blue Devils, 16. We are at the half. Coach LeBerry, Coach Preston, and myself will be back in just a moment right here. DSUVTV.com.
What is it about some places? The places where we feel a sense of fellowship, where service is of the highest priority, whether to each other or to ourselves, a journey familiar like a warm bath for the soul. Along the way we may get lost, but we always seem to find a friendly hand reaching out, guiding us the way back there, where we owe it to our younger selves, just to feel like we're getting a little bit better at us. This place will always be there for you. This place is sacred, because this place is home.
The 360, he throws it down. He'll come off the double screen to the left. Oh, and wide open underneath. Sexton goes step back, fade away three. Oh, my goodness. Colin Sexton. In the lane by Tracy. Here's Williamson, makes his way around one tight. Now hustling it toward the lane and throws it down. That's what the crowd had been waiting on. A fantastic dunk coming in by Williamson. Trent, off balance jumper. Nails it. Pierre to Gary Trent Jr. Oh my goodness. That's how you end the game, folks.
Heels or flats? Heels. Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
We welcome you back inside of Meadowcreek High School, Meadowcreek Gymnasium. It is 22-16 Meadowcreek, the home team, but they are the number 2 seed, so they are the road team on the scoreboard. Joel Hilsman, Lewis Preston, and Darryl LeBerry back here with you. So 22-16, gentlemen. First half thoughts. First, let's start with you, Coach LeBerry. What did you see in this first half?
The first thing is, if you're Kyle Sturdivant, you're headed to USC, you got to be one of the leaders of the team. You have to assert yourself. You can't go an entire half without getting a basket. He's a much better player than that. I'm anticipating him playing better in the second half. The second thing is they're going to have to either press or trap or do something to take the momentum and speed the momentum of the game up, or it's going to be tough sledding the rest of the way.
Coach Preston?
Very plain and simple, just like you said, Coach LeBerry. They got to do something tempo-wise because this is Meadowcreek's type of game. It's great to see Chaplin coming out tonight like he did the very first time they played. Been playing downhill, very aggressive, scoring 10 points in the first half. Kedrick Green just doing what he does. It is going to be very interesting to see what type of adjustments that Coach McMillan makes at halftime, as well as Coach Gillian, to keep this game in the 40s. That is advantage Meadowcreek. This game gets over into the 50s, that's advantage to me, Norcross.
You saw that Jamir Chaplin dunk there. Here's your news nugget. His 1,000th career point. 1,000
great way to get it.
Career points on a fast break dunk. Chaplin with 10 points to lead all scorers in the contest. Damian Dunn has 6. They are the leaders for Meadowcreek. Issa Muhammad has 6 to lead Norcross. 3 points from Brandon B.J. Boston and from Kevon Eskridge. The second half about to come right here at you on SUV TV. Chaplin, Green, Watkins, Causey, Dunn, and Campbell started for Meadowcreek. They're in possession, moving right to left. Murphy, Muhammad, Sturdivant, Eskridge, and Boston all in white for Norcross. Dunn turns back out to Campbell. Campbell put it on the floor, retreat, dribble now, picks it up and spins it back out to Jamir Chaplin.
I never guessed that we would say at the half Issa Muhammad was leading Norcross in scoring, and that they would be losing.
I would second that.
Chaplin goes baseline quickly, up, no, block, going to the free throw line. Muhammad hit with the foul, his first, team's first.
But once again, Chaplin being aggressive, getting to the basket, forcing the referees to have to make a call.
He was leaning in, good call.
Yep. Now he's going to the line shooting too. I don't care if it was late. You're right. It's a great call.
That's what matters most.
Yes.
Chaplin at the free throw line. He's 0 of 2 on the day. 0 of 3. 22-16. Meadowcreek, they like to hold you under 50. If they hold you under 50, they're going to beat you. 8-1 this season when holding the opponent under 50 points. The one time they held a team under 50 points, they lost the game 45-44. A guy named Trendon Wofford played for that team.
That team doesn't mind playing that style either.
Mountain View out of Alabama. Here's Sturdivant. Sturdivant now spins it back out and puts it on the floor. Is Boston. Boston stops. Foul call.
I think it's going to be hard for Norcross to get 34 in this second half.
You're
32
right.
is that's what they need to match what they got in the first half.
All right, Coach LeBerry, put your coaching hat on. What would you do if you were Jesse McMillan right now?
On the offensive end, I got to find a way to get Kyle Sturdivant and B.J. Boston more involved, but something going towards the basket, even though he just knocked down a big-time 3. But on the defensive end, I would pick up full court, maybe play some pressing or some trapping zone principles, but something where they can't walk the ball up the court and slow the game down and play at this pace.
They're taking 8 seconds off every time.
If not 9.5.
I knew you were going to say that.
Murphy back up to Sturdivant. Sturdivant hesitates. Now pass was deflected by Chaplin, out of bounds, but went off of Eskridge.
And you got to take advantage of opportunities like that. Can't turn the ball over. Got to get a shot at the rim.
Absolutely.
He's not here, Barry Browner, but we are in Barry's barometer, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Halfway gone in Barry's barometer. He likes to say that will dictate the remainder of the game. Barry, I know you're watching. Sip that tea with that other stuff in it for me, too.
You know he's locked in.
Top side now, here's Dunn. He puts it on the floor with the right hand dribble, his belt high, spins it to the right wing to Chaplin. Worked on defensively by Sturdivant. Elevator screen comes up for Campbell. Campbell now to Dunn, who holds it on the left wing. Dunn drives, stops, puts it up right hand. Good, Damian Dunn.
Grown man basket right there.
Exactly.
There was a little bit of contact on the drive. He fought through it, squared his body up, and made a tough floater in the paint.
Go ahead.
25-19. 2 minutes and change going by. Murphy goes baseline. Up. Fly swatter was missed by Chaplin. Rebound comes off the Dunn.
One of the things you start to see with Damian Dunn, he does a great job with body control.
Seeking and finding, sharing and caring. The hockey assist.
Great interior passing again, and again, same time it happened in the first half. It started with Green and his aggressiveness. He finds a guy on the baseline, big time, unselfish play by Chaplin.
I don't care if you're Roy Williams, Mike Krzyzewski. Once that ball gets in the paint, you're in full help and recover. Somebody's open.
He's done that twice.
And they scored twice.
Shot bothered, comes off. 8-point lead, out of bounds, 5:05 to go.
This is a man's game tonight.
He went spinning like a top. Watch it, Dunn now. A little gimpy on that right side.
Great
Look at that.
Drop off.
Look at it.
What a pass.
Man.
That's just good basketball right there. Beautiful to watch that.
Yeah. Put it in the highlight.
That's going to be in the banquet video.
27-19. It should be. See, look at this crew. Look at how good this crew is. They know Dunn's a little gimpy. He just needs to tie his shoe a little tighter. They're allowing him to do that. I know some refs that would want to be seen. In the corner, here's Sturdivant holding, jabbing, pump faking, pulling a three. It's off. Rebound, Watkins calls it. Corrals it and gives it over to Dunn.
Got to get something going to the basket. It's going to be tough sledding shooting contested threes all night when you're down 8, which is like 20 against Meadowcreek.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's an 8-point game with an opportunity to go into double digits. And having that lead, you say like 20, that's almost like soccer. Watkins Causey puts it up, blocked, recovered. Causey up, fakes, no, tips. He stayed with it. He gets it back. Now holds it. They need to swing the ball. Gives it over to Chaplin now on the right wing. Back out now to Dunn, and they'll be easy with it. 4:24. Less than that. Third quarter.
This is a grown man game. You're going to earn every basket you get in the paint tonight.
It's going to be a lot of sore bodies after this one's over.
Do you think both teams are being efficient?
I think Meadowcreek is a lot more efficient.
Yes, I agree.
Pump fake. Hard move across the lane. Kept the left foot down. No. A traveling violation by the lead official. 3:58, third quarter.
Right there, Coach LeBerry, when he took and he drove to the middle, Watkins calls you right there, because he took and he had Muhammad on the high side, I would have spun back baseline and gone up with that left, going on with either a left-handed layup or with a left-handed hook right there.
You're a little bit more skilled than him, Coach.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, find a dunk, Boston. Oh, there's a little sharing and caring. And a timeout call, 30-second timeout by Jesse McMillan, known to call the timeout off the make.
Great execution right here, though.
Yep.
And they used to run this for Jeremy Lamb back in the day.
Whoop, I see you. Whenever you can see the defender back of his head,
But
and
watch
look
how
at
he
everybody's
throws
head.
off of him.
Great screen by Issa Muhammad here, too.
Look at everybody's head, though.
They drew Kendra Green out,
Yep.
lured him out on the strong side.
But with that right there, because Issa Muhammad knocked down that 16-foot jump shot early, Watkins calls, he stayed up.
That's really his help.
Exactly.
That's a little Georgia Hoop Circle film room action there. That timeout brought to you by the Oaks. Attention all golfers, experience the Oaks course in Covington, Georgia, home of superb greens and friendly tees. The Oaks course is open every day except Christmas and is located at 11240 Brownbridge Road in Covington, Georgia, 30014. Visit www.golfoaks.com or call 770-786-3801. Mention SUVTV for a discount on your round.
Coach McMillan and the Norcross staff heard us. They went to a full court press, got a little bit of a panic play, turnover, got a little discrepancy between the referees. Was it tipped or not tipped?
Coach McMillan is saying he wanted it tipped, and it was.
Oh.
And we reversed the call.
Coach McMillan wins that argument.
And now you still a possession.
Exactly.
You did.
A little bit of pressure.
Out of the timeout.
Exactly. But I think they got to do it on made baskets as well.
Well, they made the basket call a timeout.
Yep. Same play.
Popped out this
Chaplin went
time.
underneath.
Banking hours. Oh, a deposit made into the savings account.
Back in the press.
And then he looked over at him.
Yes, he did. I know he didn't do it on purpose, but I let him look over at him. I'm okay with that.
LeBarry just killed that. Green, Collier, right back at you. No. Rebound, tip out of bounds. Emmanuel Collier will rattle that down. It's no good. The lead now all of a sudden down to 3.
The tempo is sped up into Norcross's favor, and it's a 3-point game.
They're right back at you again.
Hill of the rim, no. Collier rebounding out of the guard spot. Under 3 minutes ago, third quarter. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. The SUVTV.com. Feet to the hardwood, courtside. Joe Hillsman, Lewis Preston, Darryl LeBarry. The Region 7 7A championship game right here at you. Nowhere to sit down in the place. If you think you see an open seat, no, that's because people are standing. Especially the Norcross student section. Across the way. Green has it. Alley. No, stolen by Boston on the pass with 2.5 to go.
Read that perfectly.
Muhammad catches in the corner. Eskridge pump fake, escape dribble. Now floats it across. There's Muhammad. Muhammad goes up and scores.
He's played well tonight. He's been big.
Very well.
Taking his time, using his physicality around the rim.
It seems like if Muhammad scores 1 or 2 possessions in a row, it gets him going. And all of a sudden, they're steal. Sturdivant on the break. Sturdivant layup good. Kyle Sturdivant. Timeout called by Meadowcreek. And Norcross has the lead. Their very first lead of the game, 28-27 with 2:02 to go.
And it goes back to them changing up defensively like you talked about, Coach LeBarry, and up in the tempo, full court pressure. Once again, great timeout by Coach Gillian right here.
And you also see the impact of Jalen Benjamin not playing in this game because he would normally just handle this little pressure by himself.
Absolutely.
Now some guys are in some different situations. Right there, you had a guy got hit in the middle. He brings the ball up the court. He doesn't feel the defenders coming from behind, the Wolf coming from behind. Quick turnover to a steal and a layup.
Kyle Sturdivant, as you take a look at our SUV TV B-roll highlights, 5 quick points, that 3 in the steal, and this is all in this run. Oh, there's your banking hour 3 right there. Oh, look at the deposit.
Tough contest, too. I mean, as a defense, you'll live with that.
Yes.
He makes an off-the-glass 3 from straight away. It is what it is.
That timeout brought to you by CBA Sports. CBA Sports, proudly the home of the Georgia Hoop Circle. The state playoffs are coming. You know what that means. Wednesday night, right here on SUV TV, the bracket breakdown live from our CBA Sports studios. 2:02. Norcross 28. Meadowcreek 27. Do you realize, gentlemen, it is a 9-0 Norcross run?
Yes, we do.
Check it. An 11-0 Norcross run. Did not update my post-it note. 100 seconds. Third quarter. Feed it in, a steal. Eskridge up ahead. Boston goes up. No. Tip. Fight for it. Sturdivant recovers. Sturdivant going to come back, attack, and throw it and score. He's came to life in this third quarter.
And a lot of it goes back to how they're playing defense and how they are forcing the tempo.
They're just imposing their will, playing with more energy right now.
Yep.
Dunn takes it, bounces it.
That's
Chaplin.
tough.
Hey, move out the way, Muhammad. Put him on the poster. Jamir Chaplin.
We need to get that in the highlight reel.
That is starting off the banquet highlight reel right there.
30-29. The place rocks and rolls. Sturdivant walked with the basketball.
That's the way you attack a shot blocker, go right through his chest.
Exactly.
And this is what the dilemma that Meadowcreek has. Do they slow it down against the press, or do they attack and make a play? That time Dunn took a chance, but he was able to suck the defense in, dropped it off to, as you can see, big time play by Chaplin.
Here's Dunn. Dunn comes and splits him. Lost it. Eskridge with a steal, and Eskridge is fouled. What we've seen in this third quarter, Norcross, we mentioned it, made the change defensively. They're forcing turnovers now. But I like to follow trends. Sturdivant has 7 in the quarter. Boston has 5 in the quarter. They have 14 in the game. They have gotten involved. Norcross has gone on front.
Your stars got to be stars.
Simple as that.
Green hunkering down defensively on Sturdivant now. Sturdivant has a count. It was broken. He has a count again. Gives it to Murphy off the screen. Murphy down the lane. Murphy flipped it up right hand. It rolled off. Dunn got the rebound. 35 seconds. Green surveying with the right-hand dribble into the forecourt. He turns it on now. He hesitates. A little tricky dribble. He dumped it off. Tipped out of bounds. Norcross ball. Watkin Causey, wake up, man. It's February. Got to be ready for that.
Yep. That may have been one right there because everything was so tight and packed in. May have been able to throw that one up on the rim. May have been able to get an offensive rebound right there.
And that's what I want Green to do when he gets in the paint. It's good to make those passes, but every now and then you got to shoot just to keep the defense loose and make yourself an option, a scoring weapon.
Got to add that floater to the repertoire.
Got to.
Boston has it, final 15 seconds. He's worked on by Chaplin. A 14-point third quarter for Norcross so far, the highest scoring quarter of the game. They were held to 5 points in the second quarter. Trying to run, what is that, floppy?
Yep.
Comes it off now, and here is Boston. Boston with 2, step back a 3. No! Great defense from Jamir Chaplin.
Terrific defense by Chaplin. He was all over him and then gave a great contest at the end of the play.
We are at the end of the third quarter. I got you, Coach Preston. When we come back, fourth quarter on SUV TV. 30-29, Norcross with the lead.
Heels or flats?
Heels.
Around here, we're decision-making pros. But when she got injured last season, I almost made the wrong decision. I thought I could take her where I rehabbed my knee, but her coach told me, take her to Children's. No thanks. All that experience helped my daughter heal faster and come back stronger.
Now we just need to decide where I'll play in college.
Road trip.
Every time we open our doors, we change just a little bit. Every blade of grass, every rose petal, every pin location. But the one thing that doesn't change is our commitment to an exceptional golfing experience. Being prepared to give it our all, 364 days.
The fourth quarter is about to come right here at you on SUV TV. Joe Hillsman, Darryl LeBerry, Coach Lewis Preston, Norcross and Meadowcreek, 30-29. In 2 games this season, Norcross 121, Meadowcreek 120. So how fitting is it we start the fourth quarter with a 1-point difference? Murphy, Boston, Muhammad, Sturdivant, and Eskridge. They've gotten the bulk of the run today. They're on the floor for Norcross, who's in white, moving left to right. Sturdivant driving left of the lane, stop, short corner jumper. Oh, Kyle Sturdivant.
Tough shot. That's good defense.
Great defense. But like you said earlier, Coach LeBerry, stars got to be stars.
Have to. High-major players got to make plays.
Kedrick Green almost lost it. Got it up.
Really
Campbell open
them.
3. No. Rebound comes off to Watkin Causey offensively. The Chaplin flying and dunking.
God,
Jamir Chaplin bending rims.
Put on her shoulder, Chaplin.
He got 2 highlights.
He's jumping from the free throw line over 2.
He tried to make ESPN top 10.
He made SUV's top 10.
Twice.
A minute gone by. 32-31. Where you at, Bristol? Well, they might be behind that preposition. Where are you, Bristol? 32-31 pushed. Oh, if that had went in, I'd have walked out.
And I would have been right behind.
6:50 to go. We take a look at the SUV TV instant replay. Just cut. Keep cutting. Keep cutting. I'm going to take off.
That's from beyond the dotted lines off of 2 with no dribble.
Launch pad action.
Just, you know what?
Look at it.
Something else right there, man.
Awareness.
And he wanted somebody to jump with him, too.
Come have some. Rim bender.
It's an elite level athletic play there.
And he stuck the landing.
Yes.
Murphy has it. Gives it over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant, left wing 3. Side iron, no. Rebound comes off to Kedrick Green. 32-31. I don't know why anybody is outside in the hallway standing. I have no idea.
Get out
why.
of the lines in the concession and get in here.
If I'm in concessions, I'm not even working. Food is free. 6:25 to go.
I don't know if the Booster Club is okay with that.
Well, close the door and lock. Hospitality is closed. There's a drive, took contact, good ball movement, extra pass. One more could have hit Green. Pulls it back out. Gets the screen from Chaplin. Left-hand dribble. Hesitate. Uses body. Goes up and was fouled. Good job of continuing to attack. We mentioned
I'll take that.
Below the foul line and in the paint.
I'll take that. Get to the free throw line. If you can't make a basket, find a way to score and help your team. Add another foul to Kyle Sturdivant. I think that's his 3rd.
Yes.
That's a big play.
That's a huge play.
A lot of basketball left with 3 fouls.
6:07 to go. Kedrick Green, 1 of 2 on the day from the free throw line. The seasoned sophomore is good. You know what, Coach Preston, next year is going to feel like Kedrick Green has been at Meadowcreek for 18 years.
Exactly.
He'll have an entirely different role next year, too.
Free throw, back iron. He split both of his trips. We're even at 32. How about that? 6 minutes exact. Fourth quarter. On the cut to the top. Muhammad has it. Turns and looks. Here's Murphy. Murphy catches. Campbell offensively up in him.
And that's what Campbell's in the game for because of his defensive tenacity.
He gets after you.
Boston floating. Oh, a little kiss. A little kiss off the window by B.J. Boston.
Are banks open in Gwinnett County and Norcross this late?
Only for B.J. He's the only one that's still banking. Got 2 ATM cards.
I'm telling you, all kind of deposits into the savings account. 5:37 to go, 34-32.
That's a tough finish.
So instead of BB&T, it should be Brandon Boston and Trust.
Good one, Coach. Good one. And the sun will rise on that one. To playoff Sun Trust and BB&T.
That's a good one. There we go.
And done brought it up out of me. In the timeout, Joe Hilsman, Lewis Preston, Darryl LeBerry, courtside. Glad that you're with us. Now remember, tomorrow night we will be in Campbell for the Region 2 7A championship.
We don't even know who that's going to be at this point.
We do not know. It will be the winner of Pebblebrook and Westlake versus the winner of Wheeler and East Coweta. Either way, it'll be right here on SUV TV, and we'll be inside of Campbell High School in their brand new gymnasium.
Everybody says it's really nice as well.
It is. It's Georgia. 5.5 to go. It's Cobb County. Dunn comes off. Left hand dribble, now peels it back between the rings. I like letting the bumping go a little bit.
34-32 came out of the pressure defense. That was so good for him.
I agree with you. Sometimes you can overcoach yourself.
Dunn lost it. Between the leg pass goes to Collier. They have not given him any airspace. Meadowcreek has only 1 3-pointer. It was from the corner early in the first quarter from Wilford Campbell. There's a drive. Oh, man, have it. Oh, off the window, Jamir Chaplin driving and scoring. We're even ball game at 34.
He cannot allow him to go to his right hand.
Big boy basketball, though.
Stars being stars and seniors being seniors.
Sturdivant worked on by Campbell. Campbell has earned the start and earned the minutes because of this right here. Defense. Eskridge has it, high post. On a cut. There's Sturdivant and one. It's a score and one more for Kyle Sturdivant.
Watkins calls he's been caught twice now.
Second time.
Caught twice.
His help responsibility.
Watch this. Back totally turned.
Yep. Worrying about the stagger screen. Good offense, though. Yep. Occupying the weak side.
Great job.
And you can see to the back of the defender's head.
Dunn as well. Both of those guys.
Exactly.
We don't have the telestrator yet, guys, but coaches, I'm between 2 great coaches. They're pointing at the screen. Sturdivant now to complete the 3-point play. Southern Cal, no good off the iron.
Been a lot of missed free throws in the game where points are at a premium.
Very much so. 3rd missed free throw of the game for the Norcross Blue Devils. 5 missed free throws for Meadowcreek. That may not seem like a lot, but as Coach said, when points are at a premium, 3, no, rebound, up, Watkins Causey scores.
He's got a quiet 6 or 8.
Not quiet in this
6.
game. And it's 36-36, that's big.
6 is like double figures, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
36-36, 4 minutes. Halfway gone. Here's Murphy, 4th quarter. Murphy attacks, foul line, 16-foot jumper, no good. Muhammad offensive rebound, he put it on the floor. Back out to Murphy, second chance opportunity.
That's a huge rebound.
Foul called on Kedrick Green.
Good call by the referee.
Great call.
This might be, and I'm not going to be very. Look, this crew is the best in the metro area.
hard to argue with the way they called the game so far tonight.
They're letting them play. They've seen them before. They know what basketball looks like when it is elite level players.
That was a nice little misdirection right there with 3 straight guys, and it's interesting. I've never seen one where the big guy pops out to the three-point line.
I think they're trying to get, the bigger guys away from the paint so they can attack the rim. Because one thing Meadowcreek is small.
Murphy, contact, no, done with the board. Now you guys realize, ever since Sturdivant had the layup to make it 28-27, Norcross has not trailed since then.
Right.
We've tied a couple of times as we are now, but they have not trailed. So we've only had one lead change in the contest. And Boston tried to get the steal. He hit his head, and now here's Dunn, baseline, reverse layup, good! There's lead change number 2. Damian Dunn, a 30-second timeout call by Curtis Gillian. 38-36, Meadowcreek back on front. Brandon Boston is shaking up just a little bit. He went for that steal, as you can see there on the replay, but Dunn, I'm going to go on the left and finish on the right. And I look over at my good buddy Lewis Preston. Sean got him one up there, Timble, didn't he?
The other thing is, if you're Issa Muhammad, you got to be aggressive and wall up big. This is either a charge or a verticality contest at a block where he doesn't go through your chest and get to the other side of the rim.
By him turning his body, he gave him the free angle. Exactly. We over here finishing sentences like we've done this before.
This timeout brought to you by SUV TV. Watch SUV TV whenever and wherever you want. Streaming live and on demand on Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Apple TV, and Android TV. Visit watchsuvtv.com to watch full game broadcasts, replays, and select original content. Let's set it for you. 38-36, Meadowcreek with the lead. Norcross in possession. They're moving left to right. 2:55. I'm Joel Hilsman. He's Lewis Preston, and he's Dal LeBerry. Sturdivant, Boston, Murphy, Muhammad, and Eskridge on the floor for Norcross. Jumper, Sturdivant, in and out. Tip. Roll around good. Who they give it to?
I think that's Caleb Murphy.
Murphy, all right.
Great tip. I just got to update that Wheeler beat East Coweta as well.
Oh, look at LeBerry now trying to, look at him, look at him.
I wanted to sneak that nugget in right there.
Look at him.
I feel good about it, too.
That's only because I'm in this gym and it's jammed up and I can't get my stuff. A turnover.
75-49 was the score as well.
75-49.
75-49. 38-38, 2 minutes left in the game. Huge possession for Norcross right here. Meadowcreek needs to stop.
38-38 on the back cut again. Boston layup. Oh, knock it out of there. Go team.
Same play. 3 different times they've gotten that play.
But how they handled Keejic Green right there and sped him up a little bit and stepped out of bounds. I mean, it's funny.
Stolen possession.
Exactly. And in a game like this, that could be the difference. 1 or 2 possessions stolen here or there.
Meadowcreek has to find a way to stop this same play, too. They got to get a little bit more ball pressure, and they're going to have to guard that cut differently.
Green in the corner to Campbell. Campbell back out. They'll be patient with it. Damian Dunn. Dunn pull up a big time 3.
He's got to
make
the
rim, no. Rebound, Murphy snatches it out of the air with 100 seconds.
That's a wide open look for a good player. He's got to make that one.
95 seconds. Sturdivant picked up by Campbell across the timeline. He has a count on him. Murphy comes out now. Will he spin it over? No count now. I don't think
he's going to have to come up and guard him.
Yeah, you got to play ball right here, Meadowcreek. There's a count.
Got to keep the count on.
And he got in there. Dunn fight for it.
Good steal.
Jump ball. Meadowcreek ball.
Come on, Caleb Murphy. Got to have ball security right there.
75 seconds. Now remember, a programming note, Monday morning coverage begins at 8:30 a.m. It is the Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUV TV, and that timeout brought to you by the Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision. Coverage begins Monday at 8:30. Myself, Dale LeBerry, will be there with you from Holy Spirit. Will it be Kentucky? Will it be Georgia? Will it be Florida State? Will it be Duke? Will it be North Carolina? Will it be Illinois?
Can be anyone.
Will it be Cal State Fullerton?
I don't think they're going to get them.
Will it be Gonzaga? Will it be the Lakers?
Will it be the Hawks?
Hey, all I know is this. Whoever gets Anthony Edwards, one of the more unique talents that I've seen in a while. So it'll be interesting to see how he takes his game to the collegiate level for the 7 months that our school's going to have it.
He can blend and mesh in any program. He's just so talented, so gifted on the offensive end.
That is Monday at 8:30 a.m. The Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision, presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUV TV. All right, 75 seconds, 40-38. Norcross has the 40. Meadowcreek has the 38. Meadowcreek is in possession. What do you run? Call it.
I think they're going to go to that same horns action. I don't know if they're going to pass off of it or run the ball screen off.
I think they're going to go Iverson cut over the top and try to hit a slip. Oh!
Green.
Oh, didn't get an Iverson cut.
Watkin calls. He has
what
it.
they want to do.
1 minute, fourth quarter, down by 2. Region championship on the line. Norcross is the defending region champ. Meadowcreek is the defending state champ. The jumper rolls off, tipped by Watkin Causey. Good. Offensive rebound.
Big tonight. He's been big.
40, 42 seconds. Sturdivant across the timeline. Is McMillan going to call a time? He does.
Yep.
37 and 9/10 seconds. SUV TV instant replay time. I like the shot from Dunn, but I like Watkin Causey on the glass. He has 8 points. I'm gonna safely say 6 of those have been on second chance opportunities.
That's correct. You're accurate on that.
But when you go back and look at the play, he does a great job setting the screen. What a big man is supposed to do.
Roll to the basket.
Exactly. What does he do? Goes to the basket, keeps himself active, right there where he needs to be.
Because you have a mismatch. You got a guard you for an offensive rebound. Now, this is going to be interesting right here. What is Meadowcreek going to do? Because they play a very sound, fundamental man-to-man defense where they play off of you and they'll allow you to swing the ball side to side. We have 40 seconds left on the clock. Are they going to allow Norcross to take the last shot, or are they going to try to speed them up and make them do something different? Because if I'm Norcross, I want to take the last shot.
I know one thing, we're in Norcross. I love our production crew here, but the cameraman on the baseline, if you don't get these Meadowcreek fans in the shot, you're going to be hearing about it.
Yeah, here you go.
He's caught up in the excitement of the game. Big time atmosphere in here.
Man, he's from Indiana, man. This ball is life.
40-40. Yeah, that's a liquor store and a basketball court on every corner in the Circle City. 317. 40-40 right now in the 770, the 678, the 404, and the 470.
Do you go to Chaplin or do you go to Kyle Sturdivant for the last shot here?
And if you go to Chaplin, it's a turnover. There's a timeout call. They couldn't get it inbounded. Again, this timeout, a programming note. The Anthony Edwards Collegiate Decision, presented by the Georgia Hoop Circle on SUV TV. Coverage begins Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. I'll watch it live right here, the SUVTV.com.
We saw how far that Meadowcreek right there in that last out of bounds play, side out of bounds, pushed him, you know, to force him. If my surgeon is correct, that might be Norcross's last time out.
Wow. I think they have one left.
One?
I got another update.
Uh-oh.
We got Westlake beating Pebblebrook 76-52.
Ooh. Come
Chase
on,
Hunter
man.
and Quincy Oliveri on the SUV TV network tomorrow. Look at that, Clemson and Rice. Look at that is you see that just Pebblebrook's gonna be now a 3 or a 4.
Wow.
East Coweta's gonna be a 3 or a 4
They gotta go travel
on the road.
in 7A.
That just shows you that experience. Guys who've been there before, coaches who've been there before, know how to win those games.
Now you don't want any part of 7A. You don't want any part of Georgia. Let me just say that. Sturdivant now. Watch this. 40-40. This is 7A as well. Everybody wanting to stay away from the Mighty Indians. 24 seconds.
Looks like they're going to let them hold for this last shot.
Exactly.
Now what you got to be careful of is the offensive rebound. All 5 guys got a rebound.
Here comes Sturdivant. 14 seconds.
He's going to pull this thing up from 15 and knock it down.
Sturdivant breaking the count. 7, 6, 5. Sturdivant leading in a 3. No. Rebound in the corner. Murphy. A 3-ball. No. Overtime.
He probably should have gave that to Boston coming around, but he's a senior, so I respect that. If I'm a senior, I want to take my shot at it too. And then Caleb Murphy had a great look out of the corner. He just rushed it.
Well, you know what? we would expect nothing less with these two teams, with how close they played.
Exactly.
That it's going to overtime.
It's fitting, and no one is leaving the building either. Everyone will stay in here and watch every second of this game.
I would close the concession stand.
Oh, it's definitely closed now.
Coach LeBarry, I'm going to get on you a little bit. I knew Meadowcreek was going to hold that basket or not come out and force. You know why?
Why?
They trust their defense when we're playing overtime.
Yeah, no question.
They trust their defense. And guess what? It's under 50. They still have an opportunity under 50, 40-40.
I don't think they can get 10 points in the 4-minute overtime. They still going to hold them under 50.
Hey, we're still surprised they got 24 in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Hashtag free basketball. How fitting between these two. I mean, just how fitting.
Yeah.
All right, let's set it for you. 40-40 as we go to the fourth quarter. Well, at least each team averaged 10 points a quarter. Norcross was held to 5 points in the second quarter, though. Meadowcreek was held to 7 points. We get another jump ball.
I think the momentum favors Meadowcreek going into overtime. Norcross played one great third quarter, but they look a little tired, a little gassed right here.
And that's another thing. And Jaden Harris got a lot of burn in that second quarter. We have not seen Daniel Ramsey.
No one is subbing.
Right.
This is what happens when you get down to, playoff basketball. Coaches go with who they trust, which is that top 5 and maybe 1 or 2 other guys.
They shorten the bench up to no more than 7. If anything, 6.5.
This first possession is huge, though. Dunn's going to have to make some jumpers off these ball screen situations.
Dunn drives in the corner. Campbell, a 3. No. Rebound comes off and is picked up by Eskridge. Eskridge gives it over to Murphy. Murphy, Sturdivant, Eskridge, Muhammad, and Boston. A foul on the floor for the Norcross Blue Devils.
That was the right play, but no offense to Campbell. If I'm Chaplin or Dunn, I'm taking all the shots at the end of this game.
Campbell, Watkin, Causey, Green, Dunn, and Chaplin. A 5 on the floor for the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Off of the screen. There's a jumper by Boston. No good. Rebound tipped around. And it'll be an offensive rebound. Eskridge goes right back. Gives it to Muhammad. It's blocked. Get that shot out of here. And an offensive foul.
A charge? Wow. Who drew the charge on these? I didn't even see it.
Well, here's your SUV TV instant replay.
Asking you shall receive.
Kendrick Green.
Eskridge.
Oh, no.
Oh, big time play with
Causey.
Watkins Kazi. And they blocked it up top just for good measure.
Wow.
Cleaning up the wet spots. The catwalk is full. The stands and the bleachers are full.
Everybody's just in here watching a war.
And nobody's in here acting crazy. They know they want to watch a good basketball game. It's right here in front of your face. Glad that you were with us. A minute gone by.
That's got to be a
Murphy.
foul,
Yeah, letting them play.
Wow.
Kendrick Green now, he's a linebacker and a fullback, body-wise to the hoop. Oh, hell! Take that
Now
with
you
you.
see out of Kendrick Green. That's
Take
what
that
I'm
right
about.
there. Take that with you, Kendrick Green. You want to body me? Let's go.
He's got to make those plays.
That's part of his sophomore in the junior season development.
Exactly.
Seasoned sophomore.
And this is like watching a game at the park, man.
Step back. Now here comes Sturdivant, worked on by Campbell. Campbell has played very good defense. Forcing the shot from Sturdivant, giving the roll.
Tough basket. He made him earn that.
Sturdivant has 13 in the contest.
Shot fake and a step through.
That's that strong upper body strength right there.
I'm a senior and you a young fella.
Boston has 12. 42 all. 2 minutes gone in overtime.
Back to that horns action again, into that flex.
Chaplin's got to drive him and get to the rim.
Yep.
Dunn drives, Dunn up. Foul, and Dunn will go to
They're not calling
no
anything.
foul.
They're playing
No
through
foul. I saw the ref's hands go up.
No
I
foul
can't
tonight.
hear.
I'm all right with that.
I'm good with it too. I just couldn't hear. I thought I heard a whistle.
If there's no blood or no injury tonight, nobody's calling anything. They've got to play through all that.
Out of bounds, and it will go to Meadowcreek. Coach McMillan is looking for help. I don't think he's going to get it. 42-42.
Very mature play by Dunn coming over, talking to the referee, asking did he see anything on that last play. If he's a smart player, he'll attack the basket again and force the referee to make a call.
And you saw how the official explained it to him?
Explained it. Just
One of the best refs in
conversation with
Georgia.
him.
One of the best. One of the best. He is one of the best in Georgia. 42-42. I've never called a game and he's had some craziness going on, ever. It's my 10th year. Timeout call. This timeout brought to you by SUV TV and CBA Sports. Looking to refurbish or get a new turf field, basketball, tennis, or multi-purpose court? CBA Sports can help as your sports construction specialist for both commercial and residential projects. Visit cbasports.com and contact us to discuss your next indoor or outdoor project. CBA Sports will be your home for the Georgia Hoop Circle Bracket Breakdown, presented by CBA Sports on SUV TV. You ready, Coach Preston?
I've been ready.
It is going to be fun. Unprecedented live action of the bracket breakdown ahead of the state tournament.
Do you guys understand how some really good teams got to go travel?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That's what made these region games so important.
Yes.
You got to take care of business in the tournament.
Coach LeBarry, no nights off.
None at all.
No nights off.
I don't feel bad for anybody, though, because when I was coming up, you had to be first or second to move on. Now you get 4 teams to move on.
Yeah, but that if you 3 and 4, you on the road.
Yeah.
You are on the road.
But you're still in, though.
But you're in.
But you're still in.
You're in.
And we only have 4 classifications. They got 7 now, really 8 when you got single, private, and single.
Yeah, too many. Just think what you would have if you put 7 and 6 together. You would have a holy war in the first four. In the first round.
But Cream rises to the top, Joe.
70 seconds. We're tied. There goes Cream right there. Kick pass. Campbell put it on the floor, back to Dunn.
Good decision by Campbell. He can't take that shot.
I thought he was going to pull it, though.
He can't take that shot.
1 minute in overtime. Dunn worked on by Boston.
That's got to
he
be a foul, bro.
Foul.
See what happens?
On the floor. But, guys, I have not said anything. Do you see the foul count?
Wow.
And we're in overtime.
Sideline out of bounds.
3 fouls. 4 fouls now on Norcross, 5 on Meadowcreek.
But they've called it evenly both ways.
Consistency. That's all you can ask
for. All
for.
you ask for.
Got the zipper cut.
Okay. Give it to Dunn. Whoever is reffing in the state tournament, please watch this game and watch this crew. This is how you do it. 47 seconds. Here's Campbell. Yes, I'm vocal about the refs. Yes. Because sometimes you get in the way. These are not in the way it should be.
Oh, he's coming right for him again.
Off the screen. Dunn drives. Dunn off the window. Damian Dunn.
He tried to get some contact on that, too.
Did you see that?
Plays like a wily veteran, man.
Yes. Big boy basketball.
Sturdivant looks over. Mellon says go. 20 seconds. Sturdivant, step back. Leans. Eskridge caught it. Muhammad put it on the floor. There's an elbow jumper. Go!
Wow.
44-44 timeout with 12 and 17 seconds. Welcome to Georgia.
This is the Eastern Muhammad we've been looking at.
Everybody's been looking for. I mean, this is a big-time shot for a center. One dribble pull up down the stretch, contested. Held his follow through. Like, that's what he does.
Coach, how eerie similar is that to Kedrick Green last year in the same spot?
Exactly. And we know what happened when they came down on the other end. Killer Kyle Sturdivant off the glass. Hey, you know what? I'm going to call this one.
I'm going to call it too.
Damian Dunn, right? He gonna reject the ball screen, get into the middle of the paint, floater at the buzzer.
If he misses it, you got Watkins Kazi coming for the offensive rebound. I'm calling double overtime, though.
I'm calling
more free basketball.
Too. I'm calling it too.
If you're Meadowcreek, that's the exact shot you wanted.
It's Friday night. I know you got to get back to that side of town, and you got to get back there. Yeah, we in the gym, right?
I'm all right.
I got my daughter in the gym. She having the time of her life right now.
I'm in the gym too. I'm good. All right, let's set it for you now. 44-44. By the way, that timeout was brought to you by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club. The Atlanta Tip-Off Club annually recognizes the top high school and college players, coaches, officials, and administrators in Metro Atlanta and the state of Georgia. Join the ATOC, nominate players and coaches, and learn more at www.atltipoffclub.com.
Wow, no press. But it's going to let them walk it up the court. We got done with the ball.
8 seconds. And now a timeout. I like it. Now you're in play. Advancement of the ball after the timeout. This is the closest thing you get it. Now you can work it with 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Now, remember, Coach, last year they had Paul VI like this. Then this year they had Grayson like this. They lost both of those games.
Wow.
I like to talk about scheduling. Same situation. Let's see now with the region championship on the line.
Did we learn from those two setbacks, right? Or are we going to double overtime?
44-44.
Still under 50.
Jesse McMillan in his 10th year at Norcross. He has won 2 state championships and he's been a runner-up twice. Curtis Gillian in his 3rd year at Meadowcreek. He's won a state title. You want to start counting rings?
It's a good place to start counting.
44-44. Glad that you are with us wherever you are. Joe Hillsman, Lewis, Preston, Dale, LeBerry, and all of our closest friends from Norcross and Meadowcreek. And I do mean closest friends. You can't box out if you're in the stands. Here's Chaplin. Chaplin down drives. Chaplin loses his balance. Watkins Causey layup. Goal!
Great play by Chaplin.
Ball game! And the Meadowcreek Mustangs are the Region 7-7-8 champs. Watkins Causey!
I called Watkins Causey. I ain't called for it. I thought it was going to be a tip in. But he's been open. He's been open and available all night. Great play by Chaplin.
Hey, I've said it all year, and I'm going to say it again. Curtis Gillian is very underrated for what he draws up offensively. That was a great out-of-bounds play.
And he's dancing with his daughter. I love to see it.
Watch this.
Great drive by Chaplin. Unbelievable pass, to be honest with you. Only thing that could have been better if Watkins Causey would have gave us a dunk.
Yep.
Great execution. Norcross looked defeated.
Great game.
What an environment, what a game. Always great working with you guys, but better working with you guys when we watch an unbelievable game with 2 high-level teams, 2 high-level coaches like we did tonight.
Meadowcreek 46, Norcross 44. Jamir Chaplin 17, Damian Dunn 12, Damani Watkins Causey 10, Kendrick Green 4, Wilfred Campbell 3.
Incredible.
For Norcross, Kyle Sturdivant 13, BJ Boston 12, Issa Muhammad 10, Caleb Murphy 4, Kevon Eskridge 3, and Jaden Harris 2. The Meadowcreek Mustangs are the Region 7-7-8 champs.
Hey, but look at Jalen Benjamin in the middle hugging everybody. Okay, that's a hard pill to swallow right there.
But he's one guy who loves to win and loves his teammates.
Exactly.
So believe me, he was probably more nervous than everybody else because he didn't want to let his teammates down.
Watkins Causey, 10 huge points.
Huge.
10 or 12? 10?
10 points.
All
huge.
10 of his were huge.
All of them.
All 10 were huge.
All of them. And 10 of them, 6 of the 10 were second chance points. And LeBarry called Watkins Causey. But the unselfishness of Jamir Chaplin.
Absolutely.
No question.
I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. Jamir Chaplin's an absolute steal for South Florida.
You can't teach being a winner and knowing how to play and just doing the intangibles, and that's what he does. Look at his highlight package. Good finish early in the game. Mid-post against B.J. Boston, one of the best players in the country. Drives it hard left, spins back, draws the foul. They don't even call it. Just goes right back up. And that's the dog we're talking about right there.
And that's what happens when you're a senior.
One of Green's early good aggressive drives and the beautiful interior passing by Watkins. Again, Watkins Causey to Chaplin. Fitting that the game finishes with Chaplin to Watkins Causey.
But you want to know what this tells me? That Coach Gillian has created a championship culture.
Absolutely.
Here at Meadowcreek. Everybody has always talked about how he is as a coach, and he's been able to show on both sides. I'm telling you, it's going to be some great battles between these two programs for years to come.
Time. And Chaplin put on 2 of the best dunks that we've seen all season, by the way.
1 or 2, both of them might need to be on ESPN tonight.
Great job by our producer giving us his highlights right as soon as the game was over with. She's always on point.
Letting you enjoy it inside of Meadowcreek High School. The Meadowcreek Mustangs go into the state tournament as the #1 seed from Region 7. They will go in at 22-5. Norcross will go in as the #2 seed from Region 7. They will go in at 19-5. and 8. Berkmar is the 3 seed. Parkview is the 4 seed in the state tournament coming from Region 7.
How about that?
46-44.
In an overtime game.
Overtime.
But how about this if you're Jamir Chaplin? I score my 1,000th point in the region championship and get to win the region championship here on our home court wearing visitor uniform.
Doesn't get any better than that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy.
All right. The night is over. What a night it was in Meadowcreek.
There's nothing left to pay but the rent.
That's right.
Got more exciting basketball tomorrow.
You got it. All right. Remember, tomorrow it'll be Region 2 7A championship game right here on SUV TV. And then Monday it'll be the Anthony Edwards Collegiate decision. For Lewis Preston and Darryl LeBerry and our entire SUV TV crew, I'm Joel Hilsman. We'll see you next time right here down the road. SUV TV.com.